Keep the 9, there it is. 90 degrees in the knees. Right there. Okay, same thing with the righties. Okay, no big deal. All right, now you got a guy that's outside. Now what Paul was talking about, sometimes you have to drop step that inside foot and make it a drive block. My coaching point is this: if the guy makes an outside move and he comes back underneath, try to trip him with the knee. Maybe in air you're stepping up, but in real life with a 300-pounder leaning on you, you're going to probably be flat down the line. But try to trip him with your toe or your knee. Try to trip him. He makes an inside move, move the backside foot and trip him. If you move the outside foot first, somewhat too much weight on the outside by this guy. Okay, if you move this side foot first, see, he's too flat. Ray's dropping his hands, so you want to keep his hands up a little bit. I got a drill for that. Okay, same thing here. I don't mind him if he jacks his hands off. The only reason I like him do that, he's a little looser than this guy. But I tell him to stutter your feet. When you go inside, try to stutter your feet. Become a basketball player. Okay, outside move, moving back inside. Okay, now we take it on air. Now I have him, I don't want him to wind up. If he winds up, then the guy's going to get to his chest. So now, at the end of the drill, is he still on the bar stool? Is there still 90 degrees in the knees? If he is, he raised too far and too heavy on the outside. So that one little thing, putting a little bit of a medicine ball in his hand, changed his technique. So what happens when he gets in a game and he's playing against LT or Sean Jones or somebody with speed, Derek Thomas, he might try to move faster than he needs to move and he forgets about his technique. So you really probably get beat because you use shitty technique, not because the guy across from you. You did something different. So right here, whether it's air, Mike is sitting on the bar stool. He's got a medicine ball, he's sitting on the bar stool. So if he can do that versus a live rusher, then we've accomplished what we wanted to do with the medicine balls. Okay, from there, I have them kick and slide. And they have to do the same thing. Okay, and this is from the first day of mini camp, volunteer mini camp, all the way through to the end of the season. Now Ray's going ahead, and now you got to go ahead and deny the inside. So we do that with the lefties, we do it with the righties. Okay, same drill. Okay, now I have a medicine ball and I throw the medicine ball out. Now, the one I'm looking for is at the end is he still in the bar stool and he keep 90 degrees in his knees? Are his shoulders back when he jams? Is he slow with his hands? See, Ray's too heavy on the outside right now. And this is like the first day we ever did it down in Tampa. We go, it's a great deal. Wayne likes to go to see Tampa because it's sunny down there, so we take our mini camp to Tampa. It's better than Michigan. Then he kicks and slides. So the same drill, you throw it, then you throw it at the guy. But you do the same thing over and over again for repetition. Same drills here. Okay, the Dickham drill we talked about, just the lower body. Okay, now I got heavy hands. What happens sometimes when you're kicking out in space, you have a tendency to drop your hands when you change directions. So what I do is I used to do it with 45-pound plates, and I found that they weren't holding their hands right. I wanted their elbows down. So with the dumbbells, 10, 15-pound dumbbells, they kick off their post step. So now, is he still sitting on the bar stool? Is his ankle preceding the knee? He's got a medicine ball, now he's got heavy hands. He still should look the same. Now, when he kicks, let him kick. He can punch off his post, but don't punch off his outside foot. If he punches off his outside, that's not bad. If you punch off your outside foot, you're too heavy to the outside. So we do the same thing. And he doesn't have to punch on every time either. I let him just have something in the hands so they don't drop their hands when they change direction. And again, it's a 15, some of you go 15. If you want to piss them off, make them do it about 5 to 10 times. Now, you got the same thing. Now, who's going to have their hands are going to be quicker? I tell them straight off drive block. This guy's 1 yard and this guy's 1 yard. The guy who winds up, and if you want to check with your lawyers, you want to do this without helmets sometimes, you really see them get their hands faster. The guy who doesn't have quick hands usually gets hit in the face. Why did he get hit in the face? See how his hands got real wide on the punch? See how his hands come straight up? That's the San Francisco 49ers. That's Pierce Holt. They get inside of you before you get inside of them. So if you really want to get his attention, tell him to take his helmet off. Boom. See, you got the hip roll. Boom. Beat him with the hands. And if you want a lead step, you do the lead step. I'm just working on hands here. Don't bucket step this one. Now, second one. He's going to quicken his hands up. He just got hit in the face with that bat. All right? Boom. See if they can get quick hands. Make it combative, okay? This guy here is going to win. This guy's going to win. They both have one. Now the third one, let's see who can win. If they do it right, it should come straight up. Okay? Watch this guy. Watch how he winds up. Boom. Straight up with hand. Get your hands in. Beat him with quickness. See how his chest is exposed? Defensive linemen are going to get to him. He's too slow. Too slow with his hands, too slow coming off the ball. Second one, he's going to quicken it up. Once he got hit in the face, all these guys are dogging him over here. They're giving him all kinds of shit for getting hit in the face. He's going to speed it up. Not bad. Not bad. So those are some of the things that we do as far as trying to quicken their hands up. And like I said, if you watch some of the defensive linemen, the best guys, I think, are the Niners and the Falcons, and especially with Pierce Holt. They get inside of you, they win every time. Okay, and here's that drill that we were talking about before. Okay, the other thing that I did not get to, okay, is the 4 and 5 hole play where we talked about the stretch play, and there's a play action pass. How are we doing, Bobby, with time?
You're all right.
Okay. I'd like to talk you through a play action pass and a screen that we do. Okay, this is the 4 and 5 hole play. Now this is the same, we were talking about the stretch play. Now we're talking about if he's in a 2-point stance, his shoe has got to go to his inside shoe. I got a 0 nose guard, his shoe's got to get to his inside shoe. So my zone steps are flatter here because I got a wide 5. We said before, when I was putting the play in with you guys, we want to run it weak if it's fair. If this Will is not out here, walked, and he's dicking around, we'll run the play to the weak side if we can. I would like him to step through the inside leg, the backside guard. Don't cross over. This guy here is laid off the ball. He should sift to the next level. But this is what we call 24 belly. It's going to the 2-man blocking side. Okay? Run it weak if it's fair. Okay? Hang. If he disappears and you feel your center, now you go to the next level. Now what we want Lomas to do is bucket and get his second step to his inside shoe. Now I want his head through the inside number. Now the backside guard, hang, hang, hang. If you never get to this linebacker because he's going over the top, that's okay. Make sure you get to him if he's coming through this way. So this is what we call a 4-hole play to the weak side. Now you got Pittsburgh. They like to blitz. They like to give you all that bullshit here. Okay, 34, we want to run it at the 3 technique. Okay, they're going to run that stunt. They're coming from all different ways. Okay, he's reading the 3 technique. His foot, watch his bucket. His bucket, his second step is into his inside shoe. Now this guy here was going to go ahead and work to that linebacker. He disappeared, so he can go ahead and chip and let him run. So watch my backside guard. He gets 2. Right here, these 2 guys should work in a zone. He should be working with him. That's not right. But see what we're saying? Barry is running off of this guy. He's concerned about the safety. He knows there's no backer force. There's backer force over here. So what he's doing is, I'm not bouncing it out here to an unblocked safety. I'm cutting it to the backside. So this is our inside play. This was a play that was big for us in 94. It was okay for us in 95, but we didn't have a backside guy to cut off. We had the little shits cutting them off. Okay, here's my guard again. I want his inside shoe to get to the inside. He's taking 2 wide because he's on his toe. He's on his toe. Here's the bear defense, the dubs, whatever they call it. Boom. He's cutting off the 3 technique. Now, hang on this guy and don't come off on the linebacker until you have to. Remember what I said to you, if you shift in motion, all these guys are making calls and they forget about where the ball's being going. You know, they're making calls, they forget about it. Now they lose sight of the ball carrier. Now most of the time these guys get in Barry's way. They should move him to the backfield. Okay, 4-hole play. Now they're going to play over the top. He's reading the 3 technique. 3 technique, he's trying to hook him. He's trying to hook him. But see his vision. Watch what he does. He sees this opening up here. I mean, that shit, I mean, you can't teach that. Well, I'm just saying, these guys get movement. Don't worry about him. If he's running flat, Barry will take care of that. He'll start him that way, but don't let him split you. Hang and be tight. See, again, this guy made more tackles against Barry than anybody in the league. They're always in his way. Okay, now, you get all these linebackers walked up, they're nickel guys, dime guys. Well, we're still going to run it. Okay, we'll run it strong. Now we run it at the tighter of the 2 techniques. They're both tight. Let's run it right. Hang, cut them off, hang, let them run through like that. This guy's not in a hurry. He's got the backside linebacker. Until he sees him, he doesn't have to come off. Stay on your down guy. Okay, we would like to run it weak if they let us run it weak. Okay, here's where they blitz. They're going to blitz. These guys coming flat. What we had was a backside call where these guys come so flat. We talked about this last night. And you can't ever cut him off. He's off the ball and they're running. So we had a backside fold between these 2 guys. We run the inside belly play and fold these guys. If we felt if we could seal this guy, we could run the tackle with the linebacker past the hole. Or he would overrun it. But we didn't think our tackle could cut him off unless we blocked the guard back. So we just folded that. And we only did that against Pittsburgh because that's their style. They come flat. This guy here is fucked up. He should stay on him. He does come back for him. So when you got those guys on the backside really running flat, what we do is we fold the tackle and the guard.
Use the same scheme if they're grabbing the guard.
If they're grabbing the guard,